That is the sound of the DLR just down there behind those blue railings. Bow Road Station is just across the road. I'm in London E3. Hello, welcome to episode 10 of London's Lost Railways. Here, walking the path of an old railway that the DLR didn't use between Bow Road, through Old Ford, up to Victoria Park. The last railway that we're walking today was once part of the North London Railway, and it opened up in 1850. It closed to passengers in 1944, but remarkably stayed open as an important freight line right up until 1984. Even when the A12 was built right next to it, it initially survived. South of Bow, the alignment was completely reused when the DLR was built in 1987, so instead we're going to spot for railway remnants heading north between Bow and Victoria Park. So immediately across the road from Bow Road DLR station is a car hire company. This is in the exact spot that Bow Road station would have been. There's a Bow Heritage Trail plaque inside their forecourt which helps mark the spot. Plus, part of the front of the original station building is actually still here. And on the side road, take a peek through the railings to see down onto the tracks where the DLR now runs and the very obvious remains of the original Bow station. Before we start though, I feel like I should acknowledge that there's been a fourth station in this area, the original Bow Road station that's located on the Bow Curve. That's a line of tracks still in use for freight today. This station actually closed in 1949 and is now this bookmaker's. There's a plaque outside too, and if you're lucky you might see the occasional train going across it, but it's not connected to the line we're walking today, but I couldn't help but not mention it. So our line heads north. Your first stop being the Four Seasons play area, which has a specific dog activity area to one side. In here, at the back, on the other side of the fence is a bridge that a freight line still in use today runs over the alignment of the old Bow Railway heading north. This is also the point that the DLR stopped using the old alignment and curves off towards Stratford. Our abandoned line though carries on north. This is the point where the main line out of Liverpool Street passes by and the old Bow Railway passes under it. Now if previous episodes in this series have been the ones with all the allotments, then this episode I'd have to name the one that's been infilled by all the flats. Yeah, in Springfield Close you can take a peek down the side entrance of the new flats to again see a bridge that the railway line used to run under. Keep on walking and you get to another classic telltale sign, a gradual incline in the road that leads to a raised hump that was an old bridge. This is Tredegar Road, and the parapets of the old bridge are clearly still here to see. The road at the side is also called Pancras Way, where you can see more of the old bridge infrastructure. If you look behind me through the fence, can you see there's like a steel girder? Definitely some kind of bridge support. Railway was here. Time to get to the site of a disused station though that was on this line. There was just one of them, yes, Old Ford Station. The location has now been infilled by housing, obviously, that backs on to the rather noisy A12. But this is where the old station was. So I'm in Chariot Close, and where I'm sitting right now is the northbound platform of Old Ford Station. Just thought I'd come and use this curbside to represent the platform. There's more to see though up there. Around the corner on Old Ford Road itself, by a footbridge over the main road, is this rather lovely old pub named the Railway Tavern. Yep, there's no railway around here anymore, but there is, ooh, look, some old track bed that you can see if you look down from the footbridge. Surprisingly, a part of London that hasn't been built on yet. Up on Wick Lane, there's this old bridge abutment where the line used to cross the road. And there's another one of these again a minute up the road where the railway once crossed the Hertford Union Canal. If you're local, you might have walked, jogged or run or cycled right past here frequently without realising that this was an old bridge. And at this point we can't not have a moment to recognise a historical moment that happened here, albeit a slightly gruesome one. Sun's done out, it's a glorious day. It wasn't a glorious day for somebody called Thomas Briggs back in 1864, who has the dubious honour of being the first person to be murdered on a train. Maybe in Britain, maybe the entire world, but here on Cadogan Terrace, just down from the bridge that we saw, this is a pub, or this building was a pub, and there's a plaque here which does indeed pay a little tribute to that fact. I'll put a link in the description. There's an excellent book called Mr. Briggs's Hat, which you should go and read if you want the full history. The last station is Victoria Park, of which there have been 2 over the years actually. An earlier build was replaced by a second one. That's the lost one we're looking for today. And it was here. No, really, you're looking at it right now, where the A12 has now consumed the space that it was in, and it would have joined up to the rest of the North London line, where that overground train in the top right is sneaking in the distance. That's the railway that's still there today. As we wrap up by talking about this gate leads into Victoria Park. There would have been a gate into the station here. I'm going to attempt to walk backwards for this bit, which could go disastrously wrong. There's no traffic coming because the entrance to Victoria Park Station was here. I would have been sort of walking into it now, literally where the A12 is. Bit noisy because of all the cars. There's a little bit over there that may be part of the old station, but if you're ever driving along this noisy part of the A12, you're driving underneath the old Victoria Park Station. And that is the end of London's Lost episodes. Thank you for watching this episode. There's a playlist. You can watch all the episodes so far. Press subscribe, and there's still some more to come. Thanks for watching.